You don't need to be on every platform. Here's what actually works for women with a direct selling or network marketing business. Hello, my lovelies, and welcome to this week's podcast. If you are new here, I am Penny Inches, your direct selling success coach, and I help women in direct selling and network marketing to learn how to use Facebook to make more money, because realistically, I'm sure that's what you want, right? I teach Facebook strategies around sales and recruiting, attraction marketing, all those things that you need if you want to be making more sales, or maybe sales in the first place, using Facebook, using social media to grow your business. So I want to start today with something I see all the time. And maybe you felt this too, that pressure to be everywhere, to be on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, maybe even LinkedIn or Pinterest or YouTube, right? Posting all the time, trying to keep up, wondering what works and where, right? And honestly, it can feel confusing and overwhelming very, very quickly. And I have so many conversations with women about this exact thing. They feel overwhelmed, and because they're not sure what to post, where to post it, they end up not posting, right? And that will hurt the growth of your direct selling or network marketing business, because you feel like, instead of feeling like you're actually building momentum, you actually end up feeling scattered, overwhelmed, confused, all of those things, right? Like you actually, you feel like you're doing a lot, but not really seeing results, right? And this is where I want to gently challenge that idea today, because I truly believe you do not need to be on all the different social media platforms to build a successful direct selling or network marketing business. In fact, trying to be everywhere is often the very thing that's holding you back. You've probably heard the phrase before, a jack of all trades is a master of none, right? Let me know, have you heard that? And that is exactly what happens when you spread yourself too thin across multiple platforms. You don't give yourself the time, the focus, or the consistency to actually master one. And mastery is where the results actually come from, right? So today I want to talk to you about why I teach focusing on Facebook, and how doing this can actually completely change the way you build your direct selling or network marketing business, right? So, few different parts of this that I'm going to work through with you today. Now, if at any time, if you love it, do feel free to drop a comment wherever you're listening, right? So let's talk about the overwhelm first, right? Before we even get into strategy, let's just acknowledge how this feels, right? Because when you're trying to be on multiple platforms, you're constantly asking yourself, and I want you to let me know if this resonates, right? Wherever you're listening to this, comment below. There's a spot you can comment. Let me know if this resonates with you. Are you asking yourself these questions? What should I post today? Where should I post it? Do I need to create different content for each different platform? Am I missing out if I'm not dancing on TikTok, right? We've all seen those, right? And it becomes this constant mental load, right? And so instead of feeling clear and confident about what you're doing, you feel like you're always behind. Does this sound like you? Because when you feel like that, you're actually less likely to show up consistently. And consistency is everything in this business. So if you've been feeling like this, if this has resonated with you, if I've been saying this and you're like, oh my gosh, Penny, that is so me, I want you to hear this clearly. You do not need to do more. You do need to simplify. Okay? Simplify and learn what is the right thing to be doing. So let's talk next about why I recommend focusing on Facebook. Why specifically I recommend Facebook. Because this isn't actually random, and I do actually often get asked this, do I need to be everywhere? Do I need to do all the different platforms? Why do I, and anyone who's been hanging out in my world know that I specifically talk and focus my training on using Facebook, right? And there are some very real and strategic reasons behind it. First one, your ideal customers and future team members are actually already there. We don't need to go searching for them across 5 different platforms, right? They're already on Facebook. They're scrolling, they're watching, maybe engaging, they're buying. And second, Facebook is still the most used social media platform in the world with over 3 billion active users. Can you believe it, right? 3 billion active users. As much as all the other platforms want to tell you that's where you need to be, the reality is Facebook is still the most used social media platform in the world, right? And that 3 billion active users, that is a huge audience, right? And more importantly, it actually includes a large number of the women in the age group that many of you are actually targeting, right? Women who are not just consuming content, but are actually making purchasing decisions and are open to opportunities as well. So when you do focus on Facebook, you're actually not limiting yourself. You're actually positioning yourself in the right place. Because if you're trying to do everything, everywhere, be everything to everybody, you actually don't resonate with anyone, right? So really important. That's really, really important to remember. Now, the real power of Facebook, and this is what most people miss, is that it's a part that so many women are not actually fully using, right? And that is your Facebook group. Let me know down below, do you have a Facebook group for your customers? Many of you potentially call it a VIP group. You don't actually want to be using the word VIP in Facebook land. Facebook actually doesn't like it. Meta does not like that. But let me know, do you actually have a Facebook customer group? Would love to know. Wherever you are listening to this, let me know or flick me a message, right? Facebook groups, there's honestly nothing quite like it on any other platform, right? No other platform has this sort of group opportunity, right? Facebook groups actually give you something that other platforms don't, and that is a space that is yours, a space where you can bring people together who have said they're interested in what you're offering, right? Inside of your Facebook group, you're going to have a warm audience in there, right? They're the people that said, yes, I'm interested in coming and learning more about you, about what you offer, and about how you can help them and what your opportunities are, right? So gathering people into a Facebook group, they are then your warm audience, right? And that's where you can really nurture them, okay? Because when you do use it in the right way, it is the best place where your business really actually starts to grow, right? Because inside your group, you are able to build community, connection, and trust, right? And these 3 things are basically the foundation of sales and recruiting, right? Because people don't just buy products, they buy from people they trust. They join teams where they feel connected. They stay where they feel part of something and where they feel like they resonate with the person that's sharing, right? And your Facebook group allows you to create that environment. This is the place where you can nurture them. And some of you will have probably heard me refer to it this way before. Those of you who are new to my world potentially haven't. But your Facebook group is kind of like an in-home event, right? An in-home event or an in-home party. For anyone here that's been in the direct selling network marketing game for years and years and years, done it in the past, prior to social media even becoming a thing, right? If you think about it, someone invites a bunch of people over to their home for you to go along and showcase yourself, your products, how you can help them, all that sort of thing, right? So that group of women, generally women, hanging out in that host home, they've come along going, yep, I'm interested. This is actually what your group is like, right? The women that, and again, I say predominantly women, not all of you are purely focused on female customers, but I know a lot of you are. The women that are inside your Facebook customer group, they're the ones that said yes to coming over to your house, right? So you've gone, you know what? I'm going to host an event at my home. I'm going to invite people over to meet me, to learn about me, to learn about my products, to learn about how I can help them. And these are the women that said yes to coming to your house, right? So if you've got 20 women in your group right now, that's 20 women that said yes to coming over to your place to learn more, about you and your products and how you can help them. If you've got 100 people in your Facebook group, that's 100 people that said yes to coming over to your house. You've probably had to spill out into the garden, right? And learn more. If you've got 200, 300, 400, 500 members in your customer Facebook group, you've probably had to hire out the local hall, right? For all these people that said, yeah, you know what? I'm interested to learn more. And that is what is unique about Facebook customer groups. These are people coming in because they are interested to learn more. And then when you put the right content in your group, when you build the connections with the people in your group, they will buy from you, they will book with you, they will join you, and they will spread the word about you. And that's ultimately what you want, right? I need a sip of water. So what actually happens when you use Facebook the right way? I'm going to break it down further for you, right? When you are using Facebook strategically and consistently, here's what starts to happen. You begin to attract more of the right people, i.e. ideal customers, right? Or team members or hosts, right? Depends. Everyone listening here is, might have little different versions within their business model, right? Within their company. But not just anyone. You are going to be attracting people who are aligned with you, your energy, your message, right? The ones that feel like they resonate with you, right? So out on Facebook, using it the right way, you're attracting people to you, and then you're going to want to move them over into your Facebook group, right? Because they are the people coming in there are the ones that are interested in what you offer, right? And then you start to increase your engagement and your visibility. More people are seeing your content, more people are interacting, more people are getting to know you. And this is where something really important begins to happen. You begin to build that know, like, and trust factor, right? And this is the part that so many women in direct selling and network marketing actually skip over. They go straight to the selling, right? Without building the connection first. But when you take the time to build that trust, everything changes, because then your posts don't just sit there and people scroll past. They actually end up starting conversations. And those conversations, they lead to customers. And those customers, some of them become your team members. And this is how businesses start to grow and even double in size. Right? And I've seen this happen again and again. This isn't just theory. This is what I see happening with the women I coach. Women who were once feeling overwhelmed, trying to be everywhere, not seeing the results they wanted, who then made the decision to focus, to simplify, to really lean into Facebook, to learn what are the right strategies and show up consistently, especially with their Facebook group. And the shift, it's incredible, right? It is absolutely amazing. The women who are really diving in to building those connections with the members of their Facebook group, these are the women we are seeing doubling their sales, having their biggest months ever. They're growing in confidence, building engaged communities, and really starting to attract team members organically, right? And not because they suddenly started doing more. This is not about doing more, right? But because they started doing the right things in the right place consistently. And that's what I want you to be doing as well, so you can get amazing results too. I'm so passionate about seeing more women be more successful in direct selling and network marketing. It's one of the reasons I do my weekly podcast absolutely free for you each and every week. So what should you do from here? If you're listening to this and thinking, okay, this actually makes sense, here's what I want you to do. Instead of trying to be everywhere, make a decision, choose to focus, choose to simplify, choose to get really good at using Facebook, Start showing up consistently. Start building your customer Facebook group with intention. Start creating content that connects, right? How can you help people with the content that you're sharing? Start conversations. You need to start having conversations. That's where you really build momentum, right? Because you don't need to be chasing people across multiple platforms, right? The whole point is you want to be attracting potential customers, potential hosts, potential team members, potential VIP customers into your world, right? Because when you build that right environment, they will actually come to you. And that's what you want. You don't want to be constantly chasing people. I want you to enjoy social media. I want you to feel like you know what you're doing, right? You need to learn what are the right strategies. What should you be doing? In hopefully getting to that point of enjoying creating content, right? And when you have that little mindset shift and you sort of make that realization that it's not just about selling products to people, it's actually about helping them, because it's when people see how you and your products can help them that they will actually be ready to make the purchase, right? Or book in a session with you, or an online event or an in-person event. Sign up as a VIP customer, sign up to join your team. These are the things that happen when you get this right? Those people will actually come to you and you will be given that opportunity to build a relationship, and then you've got to build the relationship, right? So if learning how to use Facebook strategically for growing a direct selling or network marketing business is still like a stumbling block for you, right? If you're still kind of like feeling lost, you're not knowing what you're doing, you've never maybe done any social media training, or maybe you've done a bit here and there, a few freebies here and there, you're trying to put it all together, trying to work out how it all works. What if you were actually ready to learn how to do this properly, right? How to use Facebook in a way that builds your confidence and your sales and your team, right? Because this is exactly what I support women with inside of my BEEHIVE program, right? And this is why I want to tell you about this, because you know what? If you don't know about it, you can't check it out and explore whether it is the right option for you to get your business to where you want it to be, right? Because you've got to remember that building a successful, profitable, money-making, direct selling or network marketing business, it's not about doing everything, right? And you'll hear so much noise out there about all the different things that you could be doing, right? It's actually about doing what works and doing it consistently and with the right support around you, because that's when you actually start to see real results. So, some final thoughts for you as we wrap up this week's podcast. Do let me know if you have found this helpful, wherever you happen to be listening to this. If you have found this helpful, type it in. Helpful. I love to know. I love to hear from you as well. You can always reach out with a private message as well. Final thoughts. You do not need to be everywhere. You don't need to keep chasing the next platform, the newest platform. You just need a clear plan, right? The right strategies and a place where you can show up consistently and build real connections. And Facebook, when used the right way, can absolutely be that place for you. Now, if you would like access to some more free training on the right strategies and content for Facebook to grow your direct selling or network marketing business, please drop the comment down below masterclass, or send me a DM just with the word masterclass, and I will circle back and put in front of you, if you haven't already seen it, my most recent Facebook content and engagement masterclass, absolutely for free. And you will get an opportunity over around 60 minutes to learn a whole bunch more about how to use Facebook to grow your business. So if this episode has given you a bit of clarity today, I would love you to send me a message or share it with someone who needs to hear this as well. I will see you all again next week. Thanks for listening in. Bye for now.